Let's run away from these lies back to yesterday.
Hello, my name is Caroline Lemup, and welcome back to Historic Times. We're going to have 4 famous Americans to speak with us tonight. First is Thomas Jefferson, Amelia Earhart, Helen Keller, and Harriet Tubman. First, we welcome you, Thomas Jefferson. Hi. Hello. Would you like some tea? Yes, please. Thank you. So, Thomas Jefferson, lots of people that are watching our show or in the audience would love to know about your life. So, first off, we're going to ask you a few questions. When and where were you born? Well, I was born April 13th, 1743. Okay, so what did you do that made you famous? Well, I became the third president, and I wrote the Declaration of Independence. Wow, that's really cool. So, how do you think people see your personality in present day? Well, they probably look up to me because I saved slaves from Great Britain. So they probably think I was brave and cool. Okay, so did you ever get married or engaged? Well, I got married to Martha Skelton, and we had 9 children, and all of them are boys except 3 were girls. Cool. So, what made you want to be president? Well, since the slaves actually liked that I saved them from the Britain, they talked to everyone there, and they decided to make me the president, and I agreed on it, and I made them really happy. So, when and where did you die? Well, I died in my house from an infection before John did, and I died at the age of 83, and I died July 4th. 1876. Okay, folks, there you have it. That was Thomas Jefferson. Bye!
Please don't stop the music.
Hello, my name is Caroline Lemus, and welcome back to Historic Times. We're going to have 3 more famous Americans that we are going to interview. We're going to interview Amelia Earhart. Come down. Hello. Hello, Amelia. Would you like some tea? Yes, please. Wow. Thank you. So, lots of people that are watching your show or in the audience would like to know about your life. So we're going to ask you a few questions.
Woo!
When and where were you born?
I was born in Atchison, Kansas in July 1897.
Okay, so what did you do that was really famous?
Well, I flew across the Atlantic Ocean, and I ended up being the first girl.
Wow, that's really interesting. How do you think people see your personality in present day?
I think they see me as adventurous, never giving up girl, and kind.
That's a really good personality. So, tell us about your childhood. Did you have any siblings?
Yes, I did, but my little sister Maribel, my father Edwin, and my mother Amy. My closest grandparents that I was born in their house, my grandfather Alfred, and my grandmother Amelia.
So, you were named after your grandmother?
Yes, that's right.
That's really cool. So, did you ever get married or engaged?
Yes, I did. I got married to George Putnam.
So, did you have any kids?
Unfortunately not.
So, when and where did you die?
I was on a mission to fly around the world, and I was first going to fly across the Atlantic. But then I ended up went missing in 1937, and for 2 years they were searching for me, and in 1939 they pronounced me dead.
So, there you have it. That was Amelia Earhart. Thank you, Amelia, for spending time and taking questions with us.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Caroline Lemas, and welcome back to Historic Time. We have 2 more famous Americans to interview first, and the next one is Helen Keller. Woo! I love you, Helen Keller! I have to help her. She's mine. I got you.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Okay,
Would you like some tea? Yes, please. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, people that are watching your show or in the audience want to know about your life. So, we're going to ask you lots of questions. So, when and where were you born?
I was born in Tuscumbia, Alabama in June 27th, 1880.
Okay, so what did you do that made you a famous American?
Well, I was the first blind and deaf woman to go to college and graduate with an art degree, blind and deaf.
Was that really hard for you?
Yes, it was, because I couldn't really hear my teachers and I couldn't see any of my homework that they gave me.
Okay, so how do you think people see your personality in present day?
I think a lot of people stand up to me because I used to help a lot of blind and deaf people while I was young.
Okay, so where and when did you ever get engaged or married?
I was engaged and I didn't get married to this guy named Peter Baggin.
So what happened? Why didn't you get married?
Because a couple years later, Peter died.
Oh, was that really hard for you?
Yes, it was, because if I wasn't blind or deaf today, I would hear his voice and still see him.
Okay, so when and sorry about my cough. When and where did you die?
I died June 1st, 1868, just a couple weeks before my 88th birthday. I was buried at the Capitol Nation in Washington, D.C.
Okay, folks, there you have it. That was Helen Keller.
I love you, Helen!
Yeah, woo!
Hi, I'm Felicia Madrid Sharp, and welcome back to Historical Time. I was filling in for Caroline Lemas because she got sick during the commercial. We are down to our last famous American. Please welcome Harriet Tubman.
Woo!
I love you, Harriet.
Hi.
You're so pretty tonight. You look wonderful.
Hi, Harriet Tubman. Would you like some tea?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so what we want to know about you is when and where were you born?
I was born in Dorchester, Maryland, either on 1820 or 1819. Nobody really knows the actual year.
Thank you. Well, we want to know, why are you so famous?
Because I had a dream, because I was born a slave, also my parents, and I wanted to really stop that. So I led over 300 slaves into freedom.
Wow, that's really amazing. Well, we want to know about your childhood.
Well, I didn't have any siblings. I was an only child. And my parents, as you know, I already told you, were born slaves. So we were bored.
Oh, okay. That must be a very hard life for you. So, our audience wants to know, when did you become a slave?
Well, I was a slave ever since I was born. But to get extra money to help get our food, I babysit babies from really far away, like downtown.
Oh, okay. So, was it like fun babysitting, or was it hard babysitting other babies?
Well, it depended, because I babysit lots of kids, but ages 1 through 5 were rascals, and 6 through 10, that's all I babysitted, were really good. They helped me.
Oh, okay. So, we want to know when you died.
I died in Auburn, New York on 1915, and I was buried in the Fort Hill Cemetery.
That's nice. Thank you, Harriet Tubman. Thank you. We'll be
Back to our music
back
video.
to our music video in just a split second.
Bye.
Bye.